Very beautiful view. Okay, so an unlikely moment became a hero, a good moment. So, okay, so there's this artist that we see enjoys, and I didn't really know how to connect to, and now we have our in, and that artist is Aurora from Norway, the blonde girl who sings, "Cure, I don't need it. I don't need a cure for me." Because it said that she's very honest. An interviewer asked her about like what are her interests, and she said she really likes fucking. So, well, and I thought it was funny, but then next morning I realized, like, holy smokes, you know what? Maybe I needed that one person to like say it so I could also acknowledge it, because you know what, Aurora, I also like fucking. But here's the thing, and my prawn addiction final boss, I think it's like from suppressed energy too, because you can't suppress that sexual energy. You just can't. And I was like this person who was like, oh, I'm this good person. I don't like that. I don't talk about that. No. I like that. I enjoy that. Love it. It's like fucking and everything in between. So yeah. So just like Aurora said, she really likes it. I like it too. But that's the thing. Anytime someone would talk about that around me, I'd be like, oh no. And now I would look at myself now and be like, really, like, yeah, like, so it's actually liberating, because you can't suppress that energy. That energy is like, it's like a volcanoes. So it's just liberating to be honest and open about that, and let go of this like old belief or story that's, I don't know why I even had that. It's like almost like prude-ish kind of thing. We know, no secret, I watch a bunch of prawns. Even sometimes in that you can find some victory. You can snatch victory from the hands of defeat. And here's how, for me. So throughout this journey, heartbreak, pain, sadness, disappointment, apathy, all that stuff, I was watching a lot of that prawn, and here's what happened actually, interesting. There was an actress actually in prawn that looked very similar to the runner, and to my ears prior to that, like, I don't know, like 6 years before that, I was watching that, I never seen that actress. Once the whole thing with the runner happened, shortly after that, that actress popped up. I was like, holy shit, like, so that messed with my head, like, she literally looks so much like her, but either way, so I guess I watched that a lot, and it actually felt kind of like Burger King-y too, you know. And here's the thing, all these years later, now I'm not into that, I'm not into runner anymore, so I'm not into that actress anymore, so, and here's some other thing that happened. So now there's this thing where Steve said that, and universe said for Steve that universe is clearing energy, right, so to make space for new things, new love. I'll tell you an example of that. Yesterday we were moving this old couch. It's a good couch, but you know, it's like corner couch, whatever, you know, big bed. And that bed has been here since I remember being here. To me, it looks like on surface like, oh, it's just like bed being moved. That's a big deal, because energetically it fits this energy, because that bed has like some of the most important moments of that relationship with the runner. I remember being in that bed, falling in love with the runner, talking to her. I remember being the most anxious I've been probably ever with the runner, also in that bed, you know, couldn't sleep, you know. So that bed has like a lot of that old energy, because everything is energy. The items are energy, people, weather, air, plants, animals, you name it, cars, whatever. So, you know, it absorbs energy, and that bed has like a lot of that runner, you know, kind of that pain energy. So really, I was really glad to like get a chance to participate to help with moving that bed to like a different place. And we went to the city yesterday, and so that's cool. And now that bed's gonna help someone else, and we cleared up space and energetically too. And actually I even felt a little bit like sad at first. I wanted to celebrate that, because like, I really wanted that bed to like be out for like a while now, here and there, because I could just feel that energy still, and the room is being updated big time, and that update is also, it's like, it represents that healing. It almost reflects it, because it's like it's like that song In These Walls, right, MGK. All the walls, the floor, the ceiling is being updated, the furniture, everything. So that's awesome. It's really cool to see the room transform, but also that old energy is being like cleared. I love that. I talked about spying on the runner, right? So I resisted it 3 times. Today I had the 4th urge And here's what happened. Recently, for prawn, actually, so universe gave me something like, even it's like something for me to like replace it with. So I would go to the runners, right, to spy, and then I would do my sus stuff. But now it feels like, I also heard that that person is kind of like detaching from my energy, kind of like releasing my energy, because if someone holds on, thinks about you a lot but doesn't do anything, then they kind of hold on to your energy. It's not cool. So yeah, so that's what runner did to us. Runners did, and now they're releasing us. So it means that I also, now it's a good time for me to release too, because I couldn't resist that spying for the longest time. I would do it at least occasionally, and now I'm noticed that I'm really letting it go. So I'm also letting go of that person's energy. Okay, so we already know that there was this porn actress that was very similar, looked very similar to the runner, and I guess energy too. And they had this all these like weird, whatever, just thought, you could say like hard times, dark times with that. Really messed with my head. Yeah, but I'm a Scorpio. I have to dig deep and go to the darkness, all that shit. So that what happened now. So I have this situation where I would be like, I need to resist spying, but once again, you need to replace it with something. So I know this may not sound like the best option, but it's something that kind of works for me now, especially since we talk about sex, and I'm gonna be more honest, with myself about sex. So yeah, I think prawn has a lot of stuff negative, but in some ways it can actually sometimes help. Sometimes like an unlikely, it's kind of favor or whatever. So I'll take it. I'll try to go watch the freaking extremely hot or whatever actress, then freaking spy on the runner and feel like shit. Yeah, absolutely. And then now I can kind of see it from like brand new eyes in a way, because like instead of just like watching like from pain and all this like burying yourself and dark shit, at least it's like a little fun or whatever. So it's like still a better energy, definitely. So yeah, and I know how it works. I'm gonna watch them probably. There's like these short eras, like this actress has her era, then they do another one and another one, and this actress with the runner with the pain had by far the longest era, and I'm so done with it. I don't want it anymore. Yeah. I don't need it. I don't need a cure for me. At least now we have a way to connect to Aurora, because honestly, I didn't know how to connect to Aurora. But sometimes it takes time. Like Annalisa, took really long time, years for me to connect with her somehow, and still does. But now, thanks to the concerts and stuff, it's just new songs, it helps. So yeah, so sex is good. I no longer gonna limit myself. Like we had things like swearing, that's how I would limit myself from, which I clearly would like swear to when I talk to myself. And now there's like two with like sex, like come on. So Aurora is the heroine. You can see some sun on the plants, really, really awesome weather. I guess now I would like a girl who's like sex, maybe a lot. Yeah. Well, look, I have to put it all on the table. We literally liberating this guy. Like, how much fucking I limited myself on this freaking, even I myself became fakerman, pretending that I don't like something, but I do. And then what happens? Like, it's like with emotion, like, pretend. Like yesterday, if I pretended that I was like, oh yeah, I'm positive, I'm okay. You can't always be okay. You fucking gonna explode. So yeah. So that's why some negativity is okay. So whatever, or honesty even doesn't have to be a negative, just honest. It's okay. It's all good. Even to yourself. Like you're not gonna like everything. Not everything's gonna resonate with you. Maybe you feel tired or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. It's actually fun. It doesn't have to be, oh, it's a bad thing. No, it's actually a natural thing. Yeah. It's okay to like it. Yeah, we're going to the river. I think I mentioned the river. We had to go to the river to celebrate. Yeah. Yeah, and Aurora, thank you. Yeah, so if you're ever, your honesty, your honesty can help someone else to kind of let go of their limiting stories, beliefs, and they might feel more free. Yeah, it's a river action. Yeah, we're gonna title this video, fuck it, we're gonna title this video, I really like fucking. Well, you see, I might take it to the next level. Oh look, we gotta celebrate Aurora, the heroine. Yeah. Let's say I get that relationship later. So from now until then, I can allow myself to have some fun because while I'm single, young, and stupid, like Shawn Michaels said he was, it's best for me to now to get it out the way, just get it out of my system. To play the devil's advocate, in Lithuania, I'm never gonna see a Latino girl, an Asian girl like that. I can promise you that. Listen, and you know what? So be it. And you know what? I freaking 100 times out of 100, I'll choose, instead of spying the runner and feeling like shit, I'll go with watching that prawn actress or whatever. I'll freaking rather see that. At least emotionally, it's not gonna hurt. Yeah, I might, go for my usual shit, but at least it will symbolize the change, the clearing of that old energy. And actually, wrestling and prawn, these are two things that really are, I'm not just really judged by society, but they also enjoy it really. So maybe that's where that whole limiting yourself comes. So it's like you like something secretly, but like, I really don't like it. Oh, fuck off. You see all these like OnlyFans comments. You see all these like prawn comments. Like, let's say you go on a post about Cody Rhodes. They're gonna mention this like Lana Rhodes, who's like porn star. Absolutely, every time. So it's like, stop it. Stop judging something that you really like. And listen, I understand prawn is like not far from perfect. It's I already talked about a million times, but at the same time, I do kind of admire these. It's like wrestling. Like, people judge wrestling all the time. Oh, it's fake. Oh, it's this. It's not. Yeah, I mean, but it's freaking entertaining. It's awesome. On prawn, it's like, yeah, it's toxic, but at the same time, it's like these people who do that, like the skill they have, it still takes skill. Like you can't just take a random person and have them do what they do. It freaking takes skill, and it takes confidence. Like, imagine being on camera doing that. How much confidence that takes? Like, holy shit. So this new actress, for example, I see, she just oozes confidence. And I don't give a fuck. I will admire these girls, at least, respect their abilities or whatever, because I enjoy putting over the girls because, like, it's fun. Yeah, it's like, I know at some point it has to stop, but like, I'm sorry, but it's crazy. It's like the craziest thing I've seen. Yeah, there's something about it. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to like watch prawn in like balanced way where it's like, I don't know, man. Like, because I know with me it's like too much, I guess, but yeah, it's a deep topic. It's like there's pain, there's like how I have to suppress my any sexuality, any sexual whatever beliefs, or what I like, No, man. Maybe that's why I would use it so much, because like it's like the same thing where someone suppresses their emotions and they explode, with an outburst. And for example, when I was a little kid, I remember moments when you discover that, and not prawn, but like the sexuality. Like, am I gonna judge that little kid too that I was? No. I'll just say that I'm openly gonna say it. I admire these actors. I like them. I respect the vulnerability. That's like as vulnerable physically as you can be. Like, get naked and in front of camera for the whole internet to see or whatever. Like, holy shit. That, if that's not confidence, I don't know what it is. That's like takes some confidence or at least some courage or whatever. But like, holy shit. Yeah. So I send love to all these girls who did that, and I wish freedom to all those who were harmed by it or stuff like that. For a lot of people, it's like the thing from the comments, at least I see, it's like people clearly like it, they clearly watch it, but then they also judge it. Like, so it's like, I'm watching. Why would I judge? I don't judge it. I like these girls. There's actually, it takes talent too to do that. I think, or something like that. It's like, it's a skill too. Like, sex is a skill, right? Absolutely. Like, you have to learn that. The body. It's sure it may sound like whatever the deepest skill, but sometimes fun it would be. I'm not gonna judge porn stars. I'm not. These models, these actresses. At least what they do. At least the ones I watched. You have my, at least, respect. Or, listen, to go on that and do that, to go on camera, for all the internet to see, for life, you can't delete that shit. That's insane. That's like, it's like wrestlers, man. Like, they literally go and like freaking half naked and wrestle like in front of the whole world, and just they make themselves, sometimes they have to do like embarrassing shit or make themselves look silly and whatever. It's like, it's very similar to wrestling, like, you know, it's like very vulnerable physically. It's like, yeah, I think I even saw like, I heard like back in the day, like there was this podcast, there was like a porn actress with a wrestler talking, I can't remember who it was, but like, yeah, so, and they talked and they agreed it was very similar actually in a way. Two things that are judged that are actually very vulnerable, that take real skill and confidence to do, like wrestling. You know how much confidence that would take? How much skill that takes? Well, actually, porn is kind of similar to that. It also takes skill. It takes a lot of confidence, or at least, like, I don't know what, well, maybe naiveness or whatever too, but like, still, you know, yeah. Most people don't even like to talk like camera like this, like I do. Or most people don't like to, like, whatever, like, even look at themselves sometimes. And so you think these people would, so then you have people who freaking go on camera and like, holy shit, they do that? So that's like courage. Yeah, I don't know, just rambling at this point, but I believe it. What do you think? No, I'm just honest beliefs. Honest beliefs. Sure, this might be like a very messy video, but it's okay, it's honest. And of course it depends on porn, because porn of course there's like some rough, disgusting, you know, weird, over the top shit. But there's also stuff where you can see the girls are actually having some fun at least, and sometimes they're allowed to get like more leeway. It's kind of like in wrestling, you have like a match that's like you have to do this in spots and like fit in this time, and it's like really tense for wrestlers, probably like structured too much. And then or like promos, you have scripted promo, you have to like literally say the text, but then you get like a chance to talk from their heart, or you know, from their soul, or just have some fun, you know, whatever, have some like different match or whatever, where it's like The Office or whatever doesn't like control them that much. So it's kind of like that. I've seen stuff like that in prawn too, so I kind of tend to watch that sort of thing because it feels more fun and, you know, authentic, and at least you can tell like the performers at least are enjoying it, you know, more. So it depends really on what kind you watch. And trust me, I watch like a lot of it. If I'm into something, I'm fucking gonna research that shit till the end of the day. Is that a saying? I don't know. Well, Aurora said she really likes fucking. That's a saying. See, with people, we are afraid to be judged, like me, or, you know, or we have all these like, deep down we all have these like desires and fantasies, and prawn is that place where it actually shows that, you know, and these people are so good at it, you know, these actors that it's like I don't know, it's like a public secret or whatever, or it's like a thing where I think we just don't need to judge ourselves like for liking sex or, you know, that sort of thing. You know, it's like, it's okay. It's all good. It's okay to be attracted. Sometimes seeing these girls, like, it's like frick. It's like, that's like some next level shit, absolutely. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a, kind of like a necessary evil, or a necessary was like villain kind of thing. I don't know. You know what? Here's one thing at least I'll say about porn. It's like, you know, these like all these one night stands, and there's like all this risk of like, I don't know, it's either like getting some sort of disease or something like that, or even like breaking some hearts, you know, whatever it can be, or getting your arms broken, or just, you know, all that kind of stuff. I would actually rather watch years of porn than go through all that shit, honestly. And then once I'm done with all that, then I can get to the real deal in your relationship, maybe. Because it's part of the growth. It kicks my ass all the time. And I mean, how else are you gonna fucking grow and become stronger than to lift these invincible weights? Because every time I freaking watch that and I end up, you know, how I end up, I get back up. There's no other option. I get back up and I grow and I figure something out. I learn. I become stronger. So it's like, yeah, it's like, I guess it's a necessary evil, but in some ways I actually do like it. It's almost like sometimes I think I feel it's like they're so next level at this stuff. It's like, you know how like basketball players are next level, and you must see their dunks and all that, highlights. And this is like such an underappreciated and even judged thing. But it's like, holy smokes, man, like, there is actual, skill and talent there too. So yeah, this might be my most controversial video, but that's why I honestly think. That's why I honestly think. So I stand up for the girls of porn, and I guess guys do whatever. But I don't know, man. Yeah, that's my thing. I can see beauty. I'm the beauty seer. I see beauty even in that, and where a lot of will judge, I could give a fuck, you know, because that's my true thoughts about it. Yeah, so I don't like that it's judged. I understand why it's like, avoid it, not overdo it, of course, but to judge it, I don't know why people do that. It's like this thing where people just being fakey McFakermans, insecure themselves, like, oh, but actually you secretly actually like it or want to do it yourself. I mean, not like, on camera, but like stuff like that. Come on, just all this judgy shit. Come on. Yeah, so I like fucking, I like banging, I like all that stuff too. Yes, I do like, to me it's about connection, but some of the stuff too, there is a part of me that absolutely likes that. Like, well, I would love to do that myself. Like to watch it. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm very open-minded, very non-judgmental. Yeah, and I guess I love sex. Sex is great. Even if it's through porn, I don't give a fuck. Well, I don't give a fuck. It's like, in a way that I don't give a fuck if others judge it. I want to be my own person. I don't want to fucking no more like be such a people pleaser or like listen to others' opinions too much and like take them as my own. This is my own view that I formed. My view, my opinion, my experience. So if the whole world wants to judge it, I don't give a fuck. I know that my people are not judgmental at all, open-minded, and they're gonna keep me in line too, but yeah, I think like, yeah. And here's another thing. For my time spying the runner, I've noticed runner use the word MILF. That's like a classic porn word. I'm not myself too much a fan of it, but it's definitely one word you're gonna see there all the time. So if that's like, let's say, person who's like judges porn, why would you use that word? Where do you know that word from? That word comes from porn. I've never seen it used like really like in real life. So that's really interesting. Yeah. And that's a person who said like, how are you trying to get in my pants? Well, how do you know this fucking word that I don't use and I watch all this fucking porn? Just a little jab at the runner. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. This not new, but like this prawn actress that instead of the runner, that I just watch if need to be, whatever. When I first saw her, actually I first saw her like maybe like about a year ago, and I wouldn't watch her after that, but when I first saw her, actually, even I was almost like intimidated by her confidence. So I can only imagine if there's like girls or women who are, I guess, insecure, don't like themselves or something. If they see that, they'll be like, they probably will be like, it sucks, whatever. Very interesting. Even I, as a guy, was intimidated by her confidence. Summarize, why is porn judged? I've seen people judge it. I understand from like no-tap perspective, yeah, sure. But like I've seen people judge it all the time, but like I've never seen anyone explain why. So why? I don't get it. I mean, why would I judge it? Because others judge it? Fuck that. I'm not gonna judge it. I mean, sure, like the the over the top, the nasty, the whole like abusive shit. Of course not. But like, of course that I don't like. But it's the same thing with like wrestling. It's like, oh, it's fake. Okay, but at least with wrestling, they're gonna say, oh, it's fake. What they gonna say with porn? It's like, oh, it's bad acting? Oh, it's what? What is it? Spit it out, buddy. I don't know. I just think it's people insecure because they see someone else do something and be really good and confident at it that they wish they could fucking do, And sure, I know it's like, yeah. So I think people get triggered by that because when you see someone else do something you wish you could do, well, you can easily get triggered. I can get triggered, but at least with this I don't. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I'm not talking about the prawn stars outside of prawn, but these like podcasts or whatever. I'm talking them during it, doing their thing. That. Not the outside, that. why is that judged? I want to know. Maybe you know. But interesting, I'll take it from my... I think there's a reflection because I remember when I was on Reddit a lot, there's subreddits, like these forums or whatever, and which topics, and usually they will be called like food porn, earth prawn, or whatever prawn, just something prawn. I would get actually annoyed by that, irritated. I was like, why is everything called prawn here, you know? So I guess maybe that was a reflection. I was myself was judging it, and once again, everything's a reflection. What you feel, believe, whatever, then gets reflected to you. I don't even know. Maybe just from my perspective, it seems like porn is being judged. I'm not saying I'm just talking about like the on the internet, like comments and stuff. Okay, so next we will see the aftermath. How I actually recorded how I felt while, in between watching the, what. So I went without watching the, for a few hours. I felt kind of alright. I tried watching it and prawn, and it just feels so empty. Just nothing. Just like whatever. Okay, so I'm in the middle of this, really deep into the deed, and the final boss is kicking my ass, but I'm not feeling it, and I have to make the decision to spy on the runner or not. If I can resist it now, it's not like it's like almost like I don't even know what else to do with this. It's got to the point where it's like so empty and just so like meh that it's maybe, I think I should probably not spy on the runner, just listen to my intuition and just, because I honestly I couldn't even say that like I really like want to do it or like I missed the runner or anything like that. It will be just for for whatever, just meh. But we are documenting me during the whole thing, during the dark times, these times. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. I feel like a mess. I feel just, like just not fun. I might be the only crazy person to document this, but I went on these sites where you talk to these models, and model like complimented me in some way, and I was like, thankfully my bank card is like completely off,
expired.
because I was like, I almost got in this mode like, I need to get this girl a gift. I need to get this model, get this girl a gift, give her money. Crazy how that happens. So we have to make sure to be really careful on that. Very careful. Okay, so the deed is complete. I'm recovering. Yeah. Well, I did talk a little bit to these models, but some small talk, whatever. Yeah, at least I didn't spy. Thankfully, I didn't spy. There was no weird shit. I even watched this, like, I don't know, like, it's like talking, almost, I don't know, talking like humiliation or whatever. Psychological. It's like, oh, you're alone, you whatever, all that shit. Weird. So it wasn't even a physical thing, but psychological, so that's interesting. Well, whatever. It's just bullshit. Well, at least I didn't spy on the runner, and there was no weird shit, so. That model, whatever, said that you're so addicted to this because you're used to this, you got comfortable and, whatever. So you're addicted, anytime you need whatever, just that validation, I guess, you come here and... Damn it, she's right. I mean, fuck. But, oh shit, I mean, come on. Really embarrassing, but at least I can record this, maybe look back at this next time or something, see myself from the side. This is like my weakest, my most embarrassing, whatever. So yeah. And now the usual cycle. I need to make sure that I'm okay. I don't get that itchiness thing or whatever, and dry skin, and my head kind of is like a little bit. Probably it's like this thing I heard someone like have. They don't want to be seen, talked to, or looked at. I was sad yesterday. I felt so like numb and tired that I just wanted to feel something, and even in these situations, turning to that sometimes can feel like, oh, look like, oh yeah, that's the idea. Well, actually, I didn't do it last evening, but today it was basically all day just on and off, and just at least now we have an evening. It's 17:17, 5:17 p.m. Yeah, I need to just I don't know. Yeah, anytime you need that validation, or you feel lonely, alone, romantically lonely, whatever. Yeah, it's like so accessible. It's crazy. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta I guess, let's just keep the journey going. At least I didn't spy on the runner. I guess it would be the best for me to embrace these feelings, emotions, thoughts, be with myself during these lonely, romantically lonely times, instead of trying to escape and go for the easy way out.